Political revolution is sweeping throughout Latin America, and now it's the Marxists who are on the run. The 21st of June, Colombian voters went to the polls for a long-awaited presidential runoff, a cliffhanger that had the entire world watching to see if their far-left socialist Iván Cepeda could stave off the surge in right-wing populist sentiment channeled by the Trump-backed outsider Abelardo de la Espriella. Cepeda had promised continuity with the hyper-leftist government of Gustavo Petro, but de la Espriella offered the complete opposite. He's a conservative Catholic seen here praying the rosary with his family, and he ran under the banner of Defenders of the Homeland on a platform of mega prisons modeled on El Salvador's Bukele model, full-scale military operations against drug trafficking cartels, aerial fumigation of cocoa crops, fiscal austerity, and a complete rebuilding of the U.S.-Colombia relationship that Petro had spent 4 years systematically destroying. Colombians went to the polls, and within just hours, take note, California, within mere hours, Colombia announced that de la Espriella was their new president. The socialist nightmare was over, and celebrations erupted throughout the streets. Within hours, the congratulations were pouring in. Secretary of State Marco Rubio called de la Espriella personally. Argentine President Javier Milei posted, quote, "Today, the majority of Colombians chose the path of economic freedom, prosperity, unwavering security, and telling organized transnational crime and drug trafficking, enough already. Freedom advances across all of Latin America, and there is no turning back." Chilean President Jose Antonio Cast declared a new stage of freedom begins for Colombia. And President Trump simply wrote, he won big. It was close. It was close. He won by just a couple of percentage points. But actually, tons of people came out. More people had actually come out to vote for de la Espriella than any previous Colombian presidential candidate in history. So he did, in fact, win big. He was particularly popular among Colombian expats living in North America and Europe who voted for him overwhelmingly, just like the Peruvian expats who voted overwhelmingly for Keiko Fujimori in Peru, who just won their presidential elections a few weeks back. Latin American expats are overwhelmingly nationalist populists, like we see with Cubans and Venezuelans here in the United States. They're MAGA and Trumpian through and through, and they're now, with each successive election, getting their countries back.